Welcome to the Vieques Malecon. This is on the island of Vieques, just off of Puerto Rico. This is the fishing village slash tourism zone, new tourism hotbed here on the island. Lots of restaurants, as we can see here, right on the water. This neighborhood's now actually getting lots of Airbnbs. It's always had a lot of restaurants, but now it just keeps growing bigger and bigger. So today's property is 260 Calle Pinos. It's a couple of blocks from here. It's within walking distance of here. You see some beaches nearby, sunbays nearby, some more of the restaurants. This here is on our left is El Block Hotel and Restaurant, and from the actual property where we're going, you'll be able to see that in the distance. So it's about 3 blocks away from here, 260 Calle Pinos. Interesting property, a little fixer-upper. So I'll see you over there. Here we are at Calle Pinos in Esperanza, 260 Calle Pinos to be exact. This is looking up Calle Pinos to the north. Here's some of the neighboring houses. There's a property here that used to be a guest house. 4 or 5 rooms up top they used to rent out. This is looking to the south. If I look, come over here a little bit, way off in the distance you see a white building. That's actually El Block, the hotel and restaurant on the Malecon in Esperanza. So 260 Calle Pinos has tons of lush landscaping that just needs to be trimmed back. I think one day here with chainsaw, proper pruning, there's some great specimens here. Could easily be one of the best landscaped properties in Esperanza. A lot of shade. Shade is definite benefit here in the tropics, especially late day. So I'm coming up on the porch. Let me just point out, speaking of trees here, look at this huge ficus tree. Gorgeous specimen, huge, very old. You can see the roots coming down everywhere. Almost looks like moss, like Spanish moss coming down. It's a little thicker. And this tree, this is the branch that fell across here in the front yard. There's one that goes up on the roof. So again, if you just trim this back a little bit, it could look great. And just for a good laugh, this is the same tree that if you go to Home Depot for $19, you can buy a ficus tree. I've invested in many of them, killed them all. This one here is just growing on its own. Wonderful specimen. Here in the front yard, there's also what looks like some sort of a centurion tree. You can see the roots there. Very old, coming up top. This looks like it might be a younger version. A couple out there as well. And around here on the side of the house, there's a couple of Filipino palm trees. They have coconuts on them, very mature. They probably all appear to be probably, geez, 30 years old each. All right, so enough of the flora and fauna. Here we are, 260 Calle Pinos, the front porch. You can step back a little bit here. You can see it's all concrete. There are some arches here. Nice little architectural feature. Decorative banister. All concrete, and we'll take a walk inside. I don't have a key to the front door, so let's take a walk around the back and we'll enter through the back door. So I'm coming along here. This is the south side of the property. Again, there's the ficus tree. There's another branch coming off there. Absolutely gorgeous. Coming through the, again, this is the south side. There appears to be here, this is either a septic tank or a cistern. Not exactly sure. Esperanza, when it was built, there is sewers throughout the streets. So it's unknown whether this house is connected to sewer or the septic. Here in the backyard, I imagine this used to be a gorgeous deck. You can see some of the framing and woodwork here over on the side. Appear to be like 2 by 8 beams, and then wood decking. This is probably, I'm guessing it sits back about 30 feet. There is a door in the back of the deck which goes out to the backyard, which goes for about another 30 feet to the property line. Right now there's some parcha. It's kind of taking over the place. And if you see up here, let me see if you can see it up top. This has to be the largest avocado tree I've seen in Vieques. This is just loaded up with avocados right now. We're early early August, so it's avocado season, and that tree is just filled with it. So let's take a look inside. Here we're coming in the back door. This is a hallway here. I'm going to, let's see, how am I going to do this? Go backwards here, I'll show you. This here is the bathroom. The sink, the toilet, built-in shower, an old tile. Next to it is a closet. And at one point this was the hot water heater was in here. Yes, look, there's even, because this back door being open, there's an egg on the shelf there. So apparently some chickens have been making this their home. There's the electrical box. There is an electrical box in the front of the house, I noticed, so it looks like this has been redone. Must have rewired the house with the wiring along the walls. You can see surface wiring there as well. So it looks like someone rewired this house at one point. The floor has tile. Most of the rooms have this tile. I'll point it out to you as we go through. From this back door, so let's just get oriented again. There's the back door. There's the bathroom, there's the closet. So we're walking through the house on the south side, and it brings us right into the kitchen. So there's some wood cabinets in place, room for a sink, room for a stove. I imagine over on the right there is where the refrigerator would have gone. Again, you have tile flooring, and this does have enough space to actually use an eat-in kitchen. You can put a small table over there. So from the kitchen, going back towards the front of the house, you can see the front door straight ahead. This is basically a living room. So it'll be a window to the south. There's your door going west, and this is the living room. So one of the unique layouts of this house, and this is all along the north side, is there are 3 rooms here. So this room we're coming into comes off of the living room. That window facing west looks out over the porch. That's looking to the north. There's 3 rooms here, and it's kind of almost shotgun style. Room number 1, room number 2, and room number 3. Now technically, none of these 3 rooms have a closet, so they're not technically bedrooms. However, they could easily become bedrooms. Here's how I would do it. This is the 3rd room in the back. It's currently kind of set up for laundry. Let's see the tubing and electrical there for that. If we look out the back of the room, there's a big window there facing the east. You get the morning light. So here's how I would do this. I would basically leave this door open, and I would close off that door right there. So basically this door and the other door that we walk through there, just close those off, and then all of a sudden you have a bedroom here, which comes off the hallway that connects to the kitchen. From the kitchen, you would be able to enter into this bedroom. Remember, we're talking about closing that door and closing that door. So you would have room here for another bedroom. And then going back through the living room, this room here, assuming that we close that door, could become another bedroom. We do have a flat roof. Every single one of these bedrooms here could easily have a mini split air conditioner. You could put the compressors on the roof. Another option with the roof is you can always do a roof deck. If you don't want to enjoy that backyard roof or that backyard deck, you could easily put a deck on the roof. So again, going from the front of the house, just slow down here not to make you dizzy. Front door goes into the living room, then leads us to the kitchen, which then goes to the bathroom and out to the back porch, or the back deck. So there we go. 260 Calle Pinos. If you've stayed tuned, been paying attention all this time, and you're still here, either you want to make an offer on the property, which you can do by contacting me. Give me a call, 787-900-8909. via email at bjavinsky@gmail.com or through our website, www.paraisorealtypr.com. Or perhaps you're entertained by these videos and want to see more. In that case, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next video.